Hey, Mariah here. I'm going to go ahead and get into an all signs reading. Let's see what's coming in for the month of September that you may not see coming, right? So we're going to start all the way from Aries through Pisces per usual and see what's going on. So for my Aries gang, what's happening with my Aries family members for the month of September, Spirit? What may they not see coming, right? What should they be prepared for? What do you need to be prepared for, Aries, in the month of September? What does my Aries need to be prepared for? Okay, Aries, I see you guys. 1 second. Okay, so what fell across the room was discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. Okay, Aries, so it feels like there are some goals here that are on the table. Are you doing what you need to bring them to fruition? Are you doing what it needs to be done to accomplish them, right? To get them done, get them handled. Discipline is going to be a big factor for you in the month of September, right? Now, I know you Aries, you guys are very passionate, fiery. You go with your passions, but discipline can sometimes, not saying for all of you, especially depends on what's in your chart, but discipline can be one of those things where it's like, let's buckle down on it. But with don't stop, that's coming out right next to it. Whatever this momentum you already have been building up or that you need to build up, Aries, please utilize it in the month of September, okay? This is what you need to be prepared for, because what you're trying to accomplish and bring to the fruition, trying to bring to the forefront, it's here, right? It's ready to manifest. It's ready to come out of the ground, just like, when you plant a seed, right? But again, discipline needs to be intact. So you need to really review and revise your regimens that you are setting up for yourself when it comes to whatever this goal is that you're trying to accomplish, Aries. Because it feels like there can be some tweaking done, a little adjustments that need to happen here. But Spirit's backing you up, man. With that don't stop, Aries, you're on to something. Are you on to the next best thing? Is there something that's really imperative for you, massive for you, that you're wanting to accomplish? That, sometimes you can get a little in our set ways and get into our comfort zones, and the discipline can lack a little bit. I totally understand personally, but work through your fears. Bottom of the deck is step out of your comfort zone. So these energies are definitely all in alignment here. So I wonder, excuse me, Aries, I wonder for you, what could this possibly be? Because sometimes there's a couple of things, and I just have to say this because it's the first thing that came to my head, so somebody needs to hear this. Sometimes we can fear success. So I don't know which of you Aries, one specifically, that you're making momentum, or you can make this momentum, but what it brings, the elevation, the change in life and lifestyle that we're not used to, that we're not accustomed to, can also bring a new set of fears, right? How do we handle all of this? How do we manage this? I'm taking that leap of faith into my own business, or starting up something, or taking my passions and turning my passions into a business, or changing occupation, changing careers. There's some fears here. And you're being caught, Aries, especially out of all the signs. Come on. You guys are fearless. So stepping out of your comfort zone is what's truly needed right now. If you can, because on the bottom of the Angel Answers deck, it was ask help for others. From others, I should say. So if you feel this fear, whether it's about setting these disciplines to accomplish your goal, whether it's taking a leap out on faith or risk on something that you can't see what the end result will produce, but you just feel a pull or call to do it, call on to your spirit guides, your angels, your ancestors. I always have to tell people, they're not there for no reason. They're not there just to sit on a display and just say that you have spirit guides and angels and ancestors, but they're actually there to be utilized. So if you can, utilize them and do what you can to eliminate these fears, Aries. Tell me more. Thank you. We have travel. Long distance communication will open up your life. Exciting experiences for singles and career advancements for others. So some of you guys may be traveling in the month of September, unexpected travel, right? And then for others of you, if this is in regards to career, occupation, bringing your dreams to fruition, there are advancements here. There are developments here, right? We already have spirit backing you up, but don't stop. And for the ones who are looking for love, especially if you are single, there's new opportunities to meet somebody here. Maybe, you've been in a bad relationship in the past. Things were pretty turbulent. Maybe you're not ready to open your heart in the same way, again, that you may have once did in the past. But with this energy backing you up, of course, always protect yourself when it comes to love, but allow love in. Allow love in. See where it takes you, right? It's like the Matrix, if you will. You got the red pill, the blue pill. You got choice A or choice B. Each choice will take you a different direction, but I do know if you choose not to open your heart up, you won't be available for love. Even though you may, on the inside, at the core level, right? Not surface, not conscious, but maybe on the subconscious level, you would like to have somebody there. Not saying you need them, because you definitely don't, but you would like to have somebody there. And if you're closed off, well, no one's going to get there to begin with. So keep yourself open, right, for all of life's possibilities. And this is what this energy is really talking about, Aries. Keeping yourself open to all of life's possibilities, stepping out of your comfort zone. The things you would normally say no to, try saying yes in the month of September. It doesn't mean you have to say yes to everything, but just maybe one thing, right? Get your toes out there. Put your toes in the water. And again, this is normally not like your energy. You guys are very vivacious. So whoever this is resonating for, it feels like you may be in this energy because of past disappointments of things not working out. Maybe you tried to be an entrepreneur in the past and it just didn't work out. Maybe you tried to get love a chance in the past and it didn't work out. But the way this is shaping up to be, Aries, if you can just try to step out of your comfort zone again, I don't think you'll be disappointed. Not at all. So may I have another card for my Aries? What do they need to know in the month of September? What do they need to be prepared for? Last shuffle. What do my Aries need to be prepared for? It's this one. Ooh, okay. We have commitment here. So Aries. And I just got to point out the bottom of the deck. I know. I got to point it out. We got family here. So this can go a couple of ways. There may be new commitments made to family. Some of you may be starting a family-owned business, whether it's with a partner or just a different family member. Also, to a commitment. This is the energy of some of you. If you keep your heart open to what's available, some of you may end up in a commitment, surprisingly, in the month of September. Or if you're already in a commitment, things may further develop, right? There's some fears here, though, so I don't know whether that's you or on your partner's end, but those fears need to be handled. Again, though, commitment. This goes back to discipline. Are you committing yourself to your dreams, to your goals, to your passions? In the month of September, there needs to be that commitment made above and beyond all to yourself, to your dreams, to your destiny, to what you truly want, Aries. That's the most strongest energy here. So let's get some more tarot cards. What else are my Aries not expecting in the month of September? This is a very beautiful energy, Aries, to be honest with you. It really is. Last shuffle. What are my Aries not expecting in the month of September? What am I Aries? Oh, okay. Thank you. We got the Star Hierophant. I love this. One more. What am I Aries not expecting in the month of September? Okay. Seven of Wands, Ten of Cups, Justice, Death, Page of Pentacles. Okay. So I literally just heard, if you don't do the work, who's going to do it for you, Aries? If you don't do the work, who's going to do it for you? Because your dreams are on the table. But they're only on the table. The Ten of Cups is in the reverse. Your dreams are on the table. But Have they been achieved? Have they been actualized? Not with the Ten of Cups in reverse, but trust. We have the idea that we have the new start. We have that seed that we talked about at the beginning of your reading for you to actually plant this. But, right, once you plant the seed, you just can't walk away and leave it. No, you have to nurture it, you have to water it, and you have to have a regimen for growing that plant, right? For growing that dream, for growing what you're wanting to accomplish. So Spirit's giving you the seed, the idea, the thought, the plan, the blueprint. Now it's time for you to turn this Ten of Cups upside right? To bring it to life. Fight for what you want. Don't stop. This Seven of Wands is all about perseverance, all about tenacity, all about being persistent. And that's what's being required of you. That's what's truly being required of you here, Aries. Really. And I feel like for some of you, these fears that you may have had, I don't feel like things have went right in the way that you may have expected, whether it's with this current situation that you're trying to manifest or in past situations, even if it's love, whether it's, this dream that you're wanting to bring to fruition. It feels like in the past things didn't work out in the way that you've hoped for, or that you would expect it. But this time, Aries, and I love this. This is my favorite part of your reading. We got the Hierophant in reverse. I love it in this context here in reverse. Because with step out of your comfort zone on the bottom of the deck and work through your fears, you need to go at this, whatever this is, whatever this seed is, in a very non-traditional route. So you need to think outside the box. You can't be comfortable when approaching this or when tackling this, whether it's approaching love in a different lens or hue, or having a paradigm shift to approach love in a different way that you haven't approached love before, whether this is this dream or whatever, this thing that would bring you absolute fulfillment, needing to go around the perimeter instead of staying within the perimeter. Let's think large. Let's creatively think, or let's think in such a different way that, all I can do is try and give it a shot, right? I've tried these other ways and they didn't work. So, let's try a new way. But Aries, the star, literally the star, what you want will come to fruition. What you've been wishing for will happen, Aries. This is such a beautiful energy. And this is what you need to prepare for the month of September. And these are the tools that you need to prepare for the month of September, because things are going to go in your favor here. And this is so beautiful, okay? So Aries, it's been an absolute pleasure. I hope you gained some insight and clarity. I'm going to pull from this oracle deck. Any question you want to ask. Any question you want to ask, Aries. Okay. And I'm going to pull a card for you. Ready? All right. 1, 2, 3. Need more info. Okay. So whatever that is for you, you need more info, but on the bottom of the deck, we do have the right path. So whatever this is, it's taking you to the right path. You are on the right path, but get more information here, okay? Aries, it's been a pleasure. I love you, and thank you so much. Have a beautiful September. All right, bye. Hey, Taurus, Mariah here. So we're going to get into your reading. What do you need to know to be prepared for September? What do you need to know? What does my Tauruses need to know to be prepared for in September? All right. What may they not be expecting or seeing happening in September? One card for my Tauruses. What does my Tauruses need to be prepared for? Honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. That's absolutely right. So, a couple things here, Taurus. Either somebody is going to reveal some honest truths to you in September that you may not be prepared for, or for others of you, this is a time to be very honest with yourself. I know sometimes it's easier to lie and the truths we tell ourselves, right? But it may not be the full truth. But it feels like something's coming out. Some honest truth, some honest revelation is coming out here. So may I have more messages for my Taurus? Thank you. Oh, we got 2. There's something better and helpful people. Okay. So Taurus, I'm going to just give it to you straight like I always do. There's something better and helpful people. This can go one or two ways depending on what Taurus group you fall into. If for you, if this has to do with anything romantic, Taurus, this is the energy of letting you know that there is someone better, and you have to be honest about the current connection you're in or the person that you're still energetically holding on to. Is this person truly right for me? Look at the experiences you've had. Look at the experiences you've endured with this person. This may be the truthful and the hurtful truth, that conversation that you may need to have with yourself about whoever it is that you're dealing with, knowing that there's something better, but are you still staying, or are you still holding on to somebody that you don't need to? Now, for others of you, there's something better, honesty, is that whatever you may be doing as far as occupation, career, or whatever situation you may be in, it's not really serving you anymore. And either you know this, or you need to get very honest and very clear with yourself, Taurus, like right away. And as brutal and as painful as it may be, really do that introspection and look at the situation for what it is, not for what you may want it to be or what you may hope for it to be, or still holding on to hope in something, because you guys can be very stubborn. Very stubborn. I know. My moon is in Taurus. So I know how stubborn you guys can be. But there is a need for you to be very honest with yourself. Is this something that you still want to hold on, whether it's an occupation, career, situation? Is this something that you can continue to deal with? And then some of you know that there's something better. But have you made that transition, or are you making that transition? And if not, in the month of September, I'm so sorry. Lucky wants to show up. In the month of September, there's a need for you to make that honest assessment. Okay? Helpful people being here. You don't have to go at it alone, Taurus, right? If you need any assistance, whether it is switching occupations, reaching out to friends or networking to see what is available, or if there are positions that are available, or if you have your own business, connecting with others within that industry to build a clientele that would buy your products or service, right? Also, too, if this is in regards to love, a friend isn't a friend for a reason. You have people in your life, and if you don't, you have your spirit guides always and forevermore, right? Reach out to the people on the other side, or people that's in your reality, to help you through this time. But something's better, you need to be very honest about it, Taurus. Thank you. Regret. Okay. So this can go a couple ways here, Taurus, for you. Either there's regret. I'm so sorry, my cat is doing the most. So either there's regret that you're holding on in regards to a situation, whether staying in a situation that wasn't good for you, giving somebody a second chance that wasn't good for you, right? And needing to be honest with the situation, or whether this is in regards to a job or occupation. It's that where you are, you're not happy. It's not where you want to be, or you can have further advancements and you're not seeing that. And it's just you don't want to regret not making that change or not making that leap, or, transitioning to something that is going to be a better suited position, occupation, industry for you, right? And this could be in regards to a situation. Again, the regret card is still holding the same weight for me, no matter how you put it, right? You just don't want to be in that energy of regret. So Taurus, again, you have to get honest with yourself. All right, I'm so sorry. My cat was just going a little too crazy underneath my chair. Had to make sure he was okay. So let's get another card for my Tauruses. What else do they need to know to be prepared for in the month of September? Either way, though, here, Taurus, I don't think you're going to be expecting that if you were to transition from one thing to another, way too many. if you were to transition from one thing to another, that there are people around that will help you. And even if you don't have people in the 3D, you'll be surprised how swiftly your angels, your ancestors, your spirit guides, how swiftly they come in to assist. So we have a new start is coming, and meditate and contemplate. Exactly. So this new start is coming is going back to there's something is better, right? But this is requiring you to meditate and contemplate, right? New moon in Pisces, to be very honest with yourself here, Taurus. And I mean bluntly honest. And that's the thing, you know, you Tauruses can be pretty blunt. So why not be that way with yourself, right? Tell me more for my Tauruses. And for a small percentage of you, and I mean a very tiny percent, and I don't want to focus on it because that's not the main message here. This feels like maybe 1 or 2 of you. Somebody may be returning with that new start is coming in honesty. However they treated you in the past that they have regrets about. It feels like they're coming clean and being honest. They may have thought the grass is greener on the other side, thinking that, you know, something else over there was much greener when it wasn't. And I do see energy of somebody coming back because they regret leaving this connection with you or not treating you appropriately. And that's only for 1 or 2 of you. I'm not focusing on that energy because that's not the strongest message here. But somebody who may be dealing with that, I at least want to get that out to you. All right, so what does my Tauruses need to know to be prepared for September? 3 of Pentacles, the Star, 3 of Swords, 6 of Cups. 2 more. 6 of Cups is in reverse, by the way. Bottom of the deck is the Page of Pentacles. Interesting, Taurus. So for the ones that did, and again, this is only 1 or 2, so I'm not going to stay here long, but I'll just get this message back out the way. For the ones that dealt with somebody that ended up choosing somebody else, I do see them coming back with the Star card, trying to heal things and be honest. It feels like there was another mixture here. We got the Lovers, 3 of Swords, and the 3 of Pentacles. I can't put that any other way. You know. And then we have the 6 of Cups in reverse, bad memories from the past, somebody from your past. Somebody's made a choice, though. At one time, they made a choice to choose somebody over you. Now they are making a choice towards you. They have this energy of not being accepted by you. 6 of Wands can talk about acceptance. In reverse, though, it feels like they may not be accepted by you, but they can't help but to just try. Message out the way. For the others of you, most of you, what this feels like to me, again, there's a need for you to be very honest with yourself here. Because it feels like something, especially on the occupational front, it doesn't have to be, I'm just getting that with that 3 of Pentacles here, Page of Pentacles on the bottom. Something didn't work out in the way that you planned for it to, that you hoped for it would to. It feels like you didn't receive okay, this is what this feels like. It's like somebody going to work, putting in their 40 hours a week. If you're self-employed, you're putting in how many hours you feel like working per week, all right? But you're working and working, and it's not paying off. You're not getting any notice. You're not getting the praise. You're not being thanked for your hard work, right? You're going above and beyond most and all. And you're putting in these hours. You're grinding it out. You're doing what you need to do, and nothing's coming of it. And it's just disappointing time after time after time. And there's a choice, the Lovers, right? Do I continue with this or do I leave? Because I'm not finding my victory and success here. And with that Star, it's saying be hopeful. Page of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. There's a new opportunity that's brewing, right? Because that Page of Pentacles is the infancy of an idea, the infancy of a new start. And to be hopeful that you can have something new. But there's still this energy of, what if I fail? What if it doesn't pan out? I've already had regrets about putting so much time into this situation. Again, it feels career focused. But you can put this, again, back in the context of love, family, a different situation. It's like, you know, I've already spent so much time and effort and putting in what I can, and it still got me nowhere. Now, if I was to start over somewhere new, will it even get me where I want to be? Right? But where you are at right now, it's not getting you anywhere, so why not try something new? And this is that honest conversation you have to have with yourself. What didn't work out for you in the past didn't work out for whatever reason. And it was meant, nothing that's truly meant for you will ever evade you. So having that honest conversation, okay, it didn't work out, what do I do now? You may feel like you may not be successful in it, but on the contrary, with that star, that Page of Pentacles. So Taurus, I will tell you this. The month of September will have you questioning yourself, will have you in a certain sense of doubting yourself, feeling uncertain. But again, you got helpful people that's rallying behind you. You don't have to go at this alone. We have burnout. Your hard work will see results, but your health needs to be maintained. So check in with your doctor, dentist, and health professional and try to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Perfect. Definitely see the burnout here. But I also see too, you know, with you going through, we got the Three of Swords here, which is a heavy energy. Six of Wands in reverse, that can be a psychological heavy energy, right? Because you're doing all this work, but then you're not seeing the results or the return on it. And it's like, well, these two aren't adding up and I'm putting all this effort and nothing's coming of it, which can take a toll on your psyche, right? So just make sure on the health front that you are doing what you can to maintain a healthy lifestyle in the body throughout this process, you know, but honesty is going to be required. You need to be prepared for that, okay? So Taurus, it's been an absolute pleasure, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye. All right, Gemini. Let's see what you need to know to be prepared for September. What do my Geminis need to know to be prepared for September? What do my Geminis need to know to be prepared for September? Last shuffle. What do my Geminis need to know to be prepared for September? Death. I'm learning that endings are merely beginnings. Ooh. Well, be prepared for change. Ain't no way else to place that. Just be prepared for change, because something's coming to an end. Whatever this is, we'll see. But something's ending in the month of September. Can you tell me what my Geminis need to be prepared for in the month of September? But mind you, the ending, death doesn't always have to be bad, because it is a new beginning, right? So something's ending for something new to begin here. So that's the beauty, and that's always the blessing about death, right? Now, if this is in the literal terms, Gemini, I send you my condolences. And again, this is what you need to be prepared for. So this is somebody, if this isn't the literal term of death, this is somebody who may already be in intensive care, or you know that their health is rapidly declining. And in the month of September, you're not going to know when, but that may be the time when they pass over. Or you may receive a call about an unexpected death in the month of September. So be not telling all of you, so don't get your, panties in a bunch. But that is here, so I have to point that out for somebody that may be facing that. So we have Mask and Spy. Oh, Lord. Okay, here we go with the weird energy. We have Spy and Mystery. Spy and Mystery. So somebody, this feels like a connection situation here. Whether this is you or somebody you're dealing with, they have not let this go, Gemini. Somebody is still spying on you, watching you, observing you, checking you out. If you met somebody new recently, they're probably watching or spying on your stuff without you knowing as of this moment. You guys could have exchanged, social media handles, things of that nature, and they're actively watching you, maybe under a different account just to see how you are. They could be under their own account and they just don't care. But this is either somebody that you've already known and they're watching you, or this is somebody, Gemini, once one cycle closes out, in the month of September, you're going to be meeting somebody, and that's why mystery is here, because it's like they're in the shadows, they're unknown. There's somebody in the month of September that you'll be meeting that's a mystery to you. I think you kind of like it, though. It's intriguing. This isn't somebody that you can easily pin down or figure out. And either you're watching their social medias to understand more about this person, or they're doing that to you. And we have if you believe. Oh, I forgot to do a yes or no for Taurus. Jeez. So we have if you believe. So Taurus, what this feels like, and it's an interesting energy, because what this feels like to me is in this whoever person connection you're going to be dealing with, it's an odd energy. You may feel connected to this person more than you think you should feel. And it's, I don't know what I'm getting at, but it's like some of you may believe that this person is it for you, or this person is the one for you. But with mystery, it's like, what ground basis is this being placed on? Do you get what I'm saying? I hope I'm making this make sense, especially if this is somebody new. It's like somebody new that you meet intrigues you so much. The mystery behind them intrigues you so much. It's like you feel like this may be your person. There's some type of cosmic pull to this person. And I don't know if you're separating whether it's the mystery that they're putting up, or if this is something that's divinely guided or connected. Same for if this is somebody that's spying on you that you know, maybe no contact. There's still this issue of, and I'm going to try to say this word the best I can, differentiating, hope I said that right, whether if this person is just being elusive because they want to be elusive, and that's turning you on, or if, there's this unexplainable thing between you two that's cosmically built or cosmically designed. There's somebody's having a hard time separating the two. Somebody may be thinking somebody could be their potential twin flame or soulmate, and I don't know how true if that's the case. Something just feels off about this energy. So tell me more, Spirit. And we got you. Communication is key. New Moon and Gemini. Showing up right to your reading. So Gemini, I would recommend for you, because again, I got this energy of maybe like assumptions, believing the way that this person is coming off, this energetic pull that you're having to this person. Maybe feeling like you are cosmically designed for this person, right? Like a twin flame, soulmate, things of that nature. There's a need for you to really analyze, extrapolate, right? If this person is just being intriguing or mysterious and that's what's pulling you in, versus if this is the actual twin flame soulmate type of energy that's pulling you in, because somebody's struggling to really figure out the difference here. That's what I'm feeling. So this reading may not resonate for everybody, but this is for some Gemini specifically. And with communication is key. Instead of being in that space of trying to figure it out on your own and trying to decipher, okay, is this my twin flame? Is this not my twin flame? This energy pull that I'm feeling is crazy and it's intense, and it's, because sometimes especially if you're, because Gemini, you get bored easily. Let's just be honest. All right? No shade, but you guys do get bored easily. And when somebody can capture your intention and capture your spark, it pulls you in, it reels you in, right? But sometimes we can take that for something else when it's not the case. So communicate with whoever this is once they reveal themselves to you in the month of September, so that way you have a true understanding of who this person is and where they stand in their intentions, right? Are they just being intriguing to be intriguing, or are they actually something much more spiritually divine and spiritually led? So give me more energy here. And I'm so sorry if you can hear my cat in the background. Ooh, I felt 5 of Cups. Wands in reverse. Queen of Cups. You have another card for Gemini. Ooh. King of Swords here in the reverse. Okay. Now we got a lot of people here, Gemini. What's going on? Page of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Bottom of the deck is 3 of Cups in reverse. Too many people for my own personal liking, if I'm being honest with you, Gemini. And the Queen of Cups and Queen of Wands aren't your elements. King of Swords is, you know, don't mean you have to be a male. But there's too many other elements here that aren't in place for you. If you catch my drift, and I don't like that 3 of Cups on the bottom. So, Gemini, what this feels like, if this goes one or two ways, right? A new person, a past person. If this is a past person, it feels like wherever they went isn't the most, it feels like they're still there in some way, shape, or regard, whether they're still energetically linked to whoever this past person, or if they're still dealing with whoever this past person is, but it didn't turn out in the way that they expected. It feels like whoever they're dealing with is quite bitchy, is quite argumentative, is quite possessive. Nagging is the key word that I'm hearing here. Vindictive also as well. And they're not really satisfied. It feels like at one point they may have been satisfied, but I'm not really seeing the satisfaction between these two. Now I'm looking at you. Your energy for me is coming up King of Swords in the reverse and this Queen of Cups. So you're maintaining your emotional composure. If this is a past person, you guys are in disconnect. You guys are not talking, and that makes sense why they're spying on you, right? This also confirms that death, this ending. This ending. 5 of Swords in reverse, Page of Pentacles. It feels like this person doesn't want any drama. They don't want to fight with you anymore. I definitely feel a cold air around this. It feels like you yourself, Gemini, for the most part, you're keeping your emotional stability, your emotional cool, like a cool breeze. That's what I'm hearing. Cool breeze, Gemini. But yeah, this person isn't wanting any drama. You're not wanting any conflict either, honestly. But that Page of Pentacles is in the reverse. 3 of Cups is in reverse. So this person, the fact that they're still in this mourning, grieving period, and it's like, you know what, I made my bed, I have to lay in it. And it's like they're intentionally keeping themselves stuck with this Queen of Wands or in this situation. So they can't do anything but spy. Do they want to communicate? Absolutely. Absolutely. But are they, with that Page of Pentacles in reverse, 3 of Cups in reverse on the bottom of the deck? I don't know. I don't really see it here, Gemini. I don't see this person communicate. I think they're just going to sulk over what happened between you two. For the 0.1%, sure, right? Because it is a general read. But for the most of you, no, I don't see this person communicating with you. I think this person is just going to continue to spy on you on the month of September. Now, for a new connection, be careful, because I feel like this intrigue or mystery that they're putting up, this facade, is not necessarily out of wanting to be cool and wanting to be alluring and wanting to keep you interested. It feels like they're putting up this mysterious facade because they're going through some form of grieving process due to a split or a break, whatever, with whoever this Queen of Wands is. Right? So they're still kind of grieving and mourning. So they're not trying to be elusive to be elusive. They're being elusive because they're still going through some type of heartbreak. And for you, without knowing why this person is being that way, I think you find this intriguing. Because I do see in some form of sense that they show emotional interest, or they show some form of interest. So it leads you on to believe like, okay, well, you know, this person's interested in me too. But on the flip side of that, this person is not really available. This person really isn't available. So they're just, if you will, just leading you on, right? So just be careful of that, okay? Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. What else do my Gemini need to be prepared for in the month of September? There's way too many. But I saw romance pop out. Just one. Signs. Your future positive direction will reveal itself. Any doubts and confusions will soon disappear. And we do have communication is key, right? So Gemini, if you feel like you're able to be the first one to break contact, make communication, especially if this is somebody that's new, communicate what you're wanting, your intentions. Don't just go with the flow of it. Don't just please, because I'm getting some energy of somebody still not over a situation. And you don't want to go down the rabbit hole of enjoying something and they're just leading you on because they can't give you any stability. Okay? If this is a past person and you've been seeing signs of synchronicities, things are off though, that's the universe letting you know that your past is still energetically lingering, right? But also too, there's signs for you to move forward. So, if you are over the past, you're done with it, just keep moving forward and let the past by, But Gemini, this has been your reading. I'm going to pull a yes or no card for you. I forgot to do this for Taurus, so I kind of feel bad. But let's get into yours. For my Tauruses, ask the question yes or no. It could be anything. You can ask anything you want. All right. There we go. We have take action. All right. So there you go, Taurus. Take action. Whatever it is that you're needing to take action on, do so. Okay. It's been did I say Taurus? I'm so sorry, Gemini. Oh, please forgive me. I always say I got some loose screws in my head. It's been an absolute pleasure, Gemini, and I will catch you on the next one. All right. Bye. All right. So for my Cancers, how my Cancer gang doing? All my Cancer family members, I love you guys. Oh my gosh. Give me a second, Cancer. I did not realize how chilly it was in this room. All right. So don't mind me. Do not mind me. I'm sorry. I'm just comfortable. All right. Anyway, what's happening with my Cancers? What's happening with my Cancers? What's happening with my Cancers? What do my Cancers need to know to be prepared for September? There we go. That was perfect. What do my Cancers need to know to be prepared for September, Spirit? One card only. Thank you. Adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. I'm just going to point this out for one specific Cancer. We do have friendship on the bottom. So some of you guys may be facing some challenges when it comes to a friendship in the month of September. Just be alert for that, If it is a friendship worth keeping, then try your best to overcome any hurdles that you may be facing in that friendship. But again, that's just only being pointed out to like one of you guys. But month of September, it's going to bring challenges, right? But those challenges are meant to strengthen you and sharpen all of your tools, right? All of your tools that are needed to overcome these challenges. So let's go ahead and see what else for my Cancers. Thank you. You're ready. Okay. You know what this feels like? Oh, fuck. I'm excited. Okay. Cancer. You're up-leveling. You are up-leveling in the month of September. And it brings on a whole new set of challenges. A whole new set of challenges that you may not feel ready for, but Spirit is saying you are ready for. You are about to up-level. In whatever area this is, we're going to keep going and try to see. But get prepared. Prepare yourself now. Start, putting certain regimens in place, especially for these challenges, right? Make sure you get enough sleep. Make sure you're eating properly so you have the energy. But whatever this is, it's going to require a lot of energy from you. Because with any up-leveling, again, it brings a new set of challenges, but it also requires you to be very present, very active, and ready to jump when it's time to jump. Oh my goodness. Tell me more for my Cancers. Maturity, again, up-leveling, growth. Something is evolving here. Something is changing drastically for you. And it doesn't, not all of you, it will be drastic, right? But even in subtle ways, whatever these challenges that are being presented, it's because of this up-leveling. You're growing. You're going from a seed to the sunflower. And I love this for you, Cancer. And you know what I'm also hearing? Each and every day prior to September, you're growing inch by inch, whether you know it or not. You're absolutely evolving inch by inch. And all this is doing is taking you closer you need to be. So definitely be ready. We got 2 for you. Wow. We have a personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer, and a woman outcome is forecast. So, I love this. Cancer, if there's been any personal issues, whether it's with family, friends, a relationship, occupation, it will come to conclusion in the month of September. Now, will it be without its challenges? Absolutely not. Right? You got a couple more hurdles to jump, but it will reach a resolution. And in the end, it's something that benefits you, whether it's in the short term or long term. Again, you still come out a winner on the other side. Now, others of you, right? Well, I can say actually for all of you, this personal issue reaches resolution. This talks about this challenge, right? These challenges that you're going to be facing in the month of September, they aren't happening for no reason, right? As difficult or trying as they may seem, they're up-leveling you. And they won't last for long. But if you can continue to persevere and see it through to the other side, you will be in a space, Cancer, that I can't even describe. It's just what you're wanting to achieve is happening. And I love this for you. Let's get some more cards on this for my Cancers. Now, if this is in regards to love, maybe there needed to be some maturity that was done on your end or on your person's end or both of your ends, right? Right, whatever challenges that you guys have been faced with, you may have one more, right? So it's persevering through that. Or if you guys have faced the majority of your challenges or your challenges in general, then in the month of September, it looks like you guys will be able to come to a resolution and, again, a win-win outcome is forecast. If I can even say the damn words right. So more cards for my Cancers. What else do they need to know? We have the Knight of Wands in reverse. What else do my Cancers need to know to be prepared for September? 7, the Hermit. So that's that maturity energy. Wow, Magician. I'm hearing going from a boy to a man, going from a girl to a woman. And it doesn't matter what age you are. We're talking about on spiritual developments, personal developments, and even life developments. Your month of September, Cancer. No more Knight of Wands energy. You know what you want. You know what you're going after. You know what you're not dealing with. Devil in reverse. Exactly. Bottom of the deck is the Fool. Up-leveling. Evolving. Wow, right underneath that, I have to point this out, it's the Sun. So this leap of faith, right? These challenges that you're being faced with, that Spirit is saying you're ready, that's up-leveling you, that you've been doing a lot of the self-introspection, a lot of the soul growth, a lot of the self-work, a lot of self-care as well. Whatever you've been going internally about, right? Reviewing on the internal space, on the internal plane, you are manifesting it in the month of September. Now, again, we do have these challenges. Knight of Wands and the Devil. This can go one or two ways. One of the ways that this can go is, these were the challenges, right? Maybe you had an issue of being consistent with your dreams, being consistent with achieving your goals. Maybe there were toxic patterns or behaviors that you exhibited that was holding you back from achieving your dreams and really going after what it is you want. You're cutting that out, Queen of Swords, because you're all about manifesting what it is you want. So no longer are the days of, instead of focusing on building my business, I'm just going to watch Netflix for 6 hours. Or, once I get off of work, I'm not going to go to the gym. I'm just going to lay down and, watch TV or scroll on my social media, right? No longer are those the days. Now you're putting these toxic habits or behaviors or these inconsistencies in the past because you've been doing the soul growth, the soul work, and really being introspective about, I have to get serious. I have to buckle down. I want to manifest this kind of life, this kind of lifestyle, this kind of business, these kind of opportunities. And I'm not going to allow these energies, the Devil in reverse, the Knight of Wands in reverse, to hold me back or keep me stagnant or keep me from going after what it is I want. I love this for you, Cancer. And guess what? By you making that decision, saying, you know what? I've grown. I'm ready. You take that leap of faith to now implement these new healthy behaviors, these new healthy lifestyles. It brings you what you've been manifesting, what you've been wanting, and ultimate joy and fulfillment, right? So you go towards your passions, your goals, and your dreams. And I love this for you, Cancer. Now on the other foot, if this is in regards to a connection, this is the energy here of you, knowing that you no longer want to tolerate somebody's toxic behaviors, right? How they treated you, whether it's disrespect, whether it's them using you, using your time, effort, resources, inconsistent on and off behaviors, on and off connections. The Hermit, you've definitely aged. Not necessarily in years, but in wisdom and experience. You've aged, and no longer are the days of you dealing with these type of people and connections, and you're manifesting, right? The correct connection for you, the connection that brings you actual growth, that is a mature connection, the Fool to the Sun. And that's what I strongly feel here, Cancer. You're manifesting the connection that is meant for you at this level where your soul has elevated to. And I love that. I love this so much for you. So much. So let's get another card for you. What else for my Cancer spirit? We have burnout. Your hard work will see results, but your health needs to be maintained. So check in with your doctor, dentist, and health professional. Try to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Again, Cancer, because with this elevation that's coming in for you, you want to make sure that any bad behaviors, toxic behaviors, patterns, right, inconsistencies that you were exhibiting, right? Maybe not spending enough time working on your business or your dream. Maybe once you get off of work, you're not hitting the gym, or you're not, you go to go pick up your McDonald's, which is fine. I love McDonald's. I know I need to stop eating it personally, right? But this is you now needing to maintain a healthier lifestyle, a healthier internal and external balance. So that way, whatever this is you're manifesting, you're creating, it's coming to fruition. You have the full capacity to pursue it further and see it through. And at this time, especially if you're already releasing your negative behaviors and toxic patterns that you would show, right? Again, I gave the examples. You need to sustain that, right? Nine of Wands in reverse. Sustainability. You need to sustain that. No longer okay, I'm going to, every day I'm going to work on my business for 5 hours. And then 2 weeks later, it turned down to 30 minutes. And then another week later, you're not focusing on it. No more. No more. You have to stay absolutely goal focused and goal oriented here. Cancer, I love this reading for you. So go ahead and ask a yes or no question. And we'll see what Spirit says. So any yes or no question you want. Last shuffle for my Cancers. Okay, so I'll take that one since it flipped upright. So we have absolutely not. So whatever you ask, absolutely not. Okay. So Cancer, it's been an absolute pleasure to read for you. As always, I love you guys to pieces. And you guys have a good one. Bye. All right, Leos. How my Leo family doing? Hopefully all of you are good. Hopefully all of you are good. Also, I didn't say this for the other signs, and I should have said it, and I just reminded myself in this moment. So, jeez, okay. Anyway, I'll let you guys know while I'm shuffling. Spirit guides, can you let me know what Leo needs to know to be prepared for September? Just to let you know, all of my extendeds between now and August 31st are completely free. So definitely go check those out. I'll leave the playlist link in the description box below for all the videos that have extended. Not all my videos have extendeds, but the ones that do, it'll be in the description box below. And again, any video that I've ever created that had an extended will be completely free. So you can go all the way back months prior and check out videos with extendeds. And any videos now all the way up until August 31st will have free extendeds. So definitely check them out. I've been seeing a couple of you guys checking them out so far, so continue to do so. But I just want to thank all of you guys, especially you Leos specifically, because you guys have really helped my channel grow a lot. And you guys have been very imperative to my own healing journey. But for me to give you guys so much healing in return has meant the most. All right, so definitely don't miss out on that. So back to your reading. We have service. I feel good when I can help others. Of course, we have such a Leo energy here. Such a predictable Leo energy here, but I love it. I love it. I love it because you guys are, like I tell you every time, I always praise you. I praise you more than any other sign because I truly feel your energy on a deeper level than any other sign. So with you guys here, service, acts of kindness in the month of September is being highlighted here. But in what context? Let's check this out. So let's see. May I have another card for my Leos? Thank you. Success. And I just have to point this out. On the bottom of the deck, we have yes. This is okay. One of my subscribers, man, I don't know what y'all are going through, but this is literally the same energy I've been doing in your videos. I can already feel it. Success. Whatever this is with this service, right? Whether it's just your humanitarianism. I hope I said that right. Your humanitarianism. It's humanitarian. There we go. Your humanitarian abilities, right? Just being there for people, caring for people, whether this is something, whether it's a service or a good, whether you're selling things, providing service to somebody in regards to like a business, right? Project, turning a passion into a business, whatever this is. Even in your occupation, if you work for a company, right? You are always superior. You always provide amazing work, right? Sometimes we can slack. We're human. I'm not going to, say we all angels, okay? I'm not doing that. But Leo, when you show up, you show the fuck up. And success, your hard work is paying off. It truly is here, Leo. May I have another card for my Leos? Passion. And I have to point out the bottom of the deck, we do have trust. So Leo, with passion, this isn't really giving me passion in the romantic sense here. But passion here it's what drives you, what fuels your soul. Again, my last reading we talked about this fire you have inside of you. That passion, that desire, what it is that you want to bring forth to the world, that you want to create, that you want to build, that you're being called to build, right? That you're being guided, being led to build. And for some of you, whatever this passion is has already been preordained for you, right? It's just you needing to follow the blueprint that was created for you before you even got here. So this passion, it's going to be successful, even if you have any doubts, any hesitations, even if in times where things feel like it's not moving or it's not going the way I would like for it to. On the bottom of that deck, we have trust. Leo, as I always tell you, you are divinely guided and divinely protected by the Most High. You truly are. And that's an understatement because I feel it in every single reading I do for you. And if I could transfer my energies that I feel in my readings to you, you would understand how deeply you are protected and how heavily you are guarded by the Most High. This passion, this dream, this desire, this fulfillment in regards to whatever this is, right? I feel good when I can help others, whether it's a business, again, a passion, a project, whether it's a current occupation, your community. Whatever this is, Leo, there's so much success, so much abundance. Your hard work, your good deeds never go unnoticed. It doesn't matter if people in the 3D doesn't notice them. Spirit does. And that's what matters. Because Spirit is the one that's going to provide you your karmic rewards. All right? So let me get another card for you. It's time to take action. And I just have to point out the bottom of this deck as well. Have faith in your dreams. All right? So Leo, whatever this is, if you've been sitting on this idea, it's been dormant within you, if you haven't been taking the action that you need to, or if you are taking action but knowing that you can actually apply more pressure, you knowing that you can do more, then do more. Don't this isn't the time, not in the month of September. You need to be prepared, because whatever this is, whatever this passion that's brewing within you, that you're building up, that you're going after in the month of September, it's a prime opportunity for success here in some way or format. Doesn't mean it has to be this massive grand scale version of success, but it's the daily steps, the little achievements that amass to mounts of success. Take action on a daily basis towards this, Leo. It's going to pay off big time. All right. What else does my Leos need to know? Last shuffle. We have the Queen of Wands in reverse, Hangman upright. I go back to this. Take action, Leo. May I have 2 more cards? Six of Wands in reverse. What else do my Leos need to know? Lovers. Bottom of the deck is King of Swords. Very important to point this out. This actually is the most important. Funny enough, the bottom of the deck card is the most important card here out of all these 5 cards. The reason why this King of Swords is the most important, because what the hell do you need to cut out? What's the blockage here? What's stopping you, Leo? Because, excuse me, everything that I'm seeing here is set up for a winning streak. It's set up for you to succeed. It's set up for you to win. What do you need to release? That's exactly what I'm hearing. And that's a card in the Moonology deck. What do you need to release? Because when I look at this Lovers, and yes, we could turn this into the aspect of love, but this doesn't feel love related to me. Could I make it that way? Sure. But I think this message is more important than love that I need to get out to you from Spirit. There's something that... Okay, I just got to give it to you straight what I just heard in my ear. Don't half-ass it. Don't half-ass it. I don't know what this is, but don't half-ass it. I'm just getting an energy of somebody wanting to put in work but not putting in the full amount of work. Or somebody wanting to go after what they are wanting to go after but not doing so. Something's blocking them. Something's holding them back. Right? Getting frustrated that things aren't working out in their favor, or getting frustrated because they have all this passion but they're not going after it, right? I'm literally seeing now the Strength card in the upright. Restraint, withholding, holding yourself back, taming yourself. Leo, you know you're not meant to be tamed. Because the Lovers in reverse, you know what it is that you should be doing, that you're called to do on the soul level, or that you feel really passionate about on a soul level. Knowing that, you know what, this is what it is that I want to do. This is what I want to create. This is what I want to obtain. But again, the Hangman, restraint, not moving, stalemate. We got all these cards here that are lined up for success, but the actual action, the energy behind you is lackluster. And mind you, this is what you need to prepare for in September. So right now you may have the fire and gusto and the vigor. But when we go into September, it looks like things may backtrack a little. Don't allow it to. King of Swords in reverse. What do you need to cut out? What is it that you truly need to cut out here, Leo? Because this energy won't get you anywhere. It'll just keep you running around in a loop. And it'll be Groundhog's Day all over each and every day, right? Having this desire and this passion to go after whatever this is. And then there's either disappointment, or the energy is gone. The lack of energy is there. Still feeling caught or pulled towards something, but not taking the full-on action that you need to. And if you are taking action, there's an energy here, Leo, that if you are very honest with yourself, do you Could you honestly say to yourself that you're doing all that you can to bring this into fruition, right? You may be at whatever this is, an hour a day, right? Building that business an hour a day. But then you spend 4 hours binge watching Netflix. You know, let's really, or 4 hours going out with your friends. Not saying you can't have a social life, but let's really look at prioritizing things here. And that's another big energy I'm getting. Prioritization. What's going to bring you the most victory when it comes to the success in your life? And it's just like sitting dormant on it. Don't. So we have health. An excellent time to start an exercise program or diet. Many new friendships are on the horizon. So Leo, definitely make sure your health is in order. Again, I'm not no medical professional, so I'm not going to give you no legal advice, okay? First and foremost. But I will say with health, I can give you general advice, right? Just make sure that you have clean fuel in your body so that way you have the energy, you have the drive to get up and push whatever this passion is. It's knocking on your door. You know, but it's sometimes some opportunities, they're only around for a limited time. They won't always be there. In the month of September, you have this opportunity to create success out of this. Again, sometimes the opportune moment isn't always there, right? So do something about it and make sure that you have enough energy, enough gusto, enough motivation, right? To keep this up and keep it going and go towards it, but also to cut out things that aren't serving you, right? Health. If you don't have a regimen in place, don't mean you need to, but you know, if you're always watching Netflix or you're always scrolling on social media, those could be hours that could be spent on your passion or building your business or taking yourself farther, right? So really think about it, Leo. So go ahead. Yes or no question. Anything you can ask, you know, if I should get Pizza Hut, should I go to Walmart or Target, you know? You let me know. The cheap side of me prefers Walmart. I'm not gonna lie. But the fancy side of me prefers Target just because it's more neater and organized. Alright, one card for my Leos. Thank you. Proceed cautiously. Okay. Bottom of the deck is green light though. So whatever this is for you, you know, you take that in that context. So Leo, it's been an absolute pleasure. I love you as always. You guys mean the world to me. And I will catch you on the next one. Bye, Leo. Hey Libra, Mariah here. So I'm going to go ahead and let's see, what do you need to be prepared for in September, right? Also, too, I'll let you know, Libra, like I let Leo know. I forgot the other signs. For all of my extended videos that I've created in the past, currently, and that I will be creating up to the next 2 weeks, so August 31st will be completely free. So I've put the link in the description box below. So if you want to check out any of the prior videos that I've may have released that has extendeds, definitely check out that playlist because it will contain the videos that have extendeds, which you can check out absolutely free. All right. So last shuffle, Spirit. What does Libra need to be prepared for in September? What do our Libras need to be prepared for in September? Thank you. Fun and guarded. Ooh, okay. All right. So somebody may be a bit emotionally closed off in the month of September. It's like somebody, whether this is your energy or somebody that you'll be dealing with, it's like they're here for a good time, but not really a long time. So just keep that in mind, because somebody's heart chakra, their heart space is still very much so closed off. So you want to keep that in mind. May I have a card for my Libras? What should they be prepared for in September? Step out of your comfort zone. So Libra, if this is you with this guarded heart, Spirit is asking you to, you know, step out of your comfort zone. Try to, if you can, not only enjoy the moment, but allow love in. Of course, you want to keep yourself protected, right? You don't want to be completely vulnerable. But there's going to be opportunities that come up, whether it's with the existing person, a new person, where you get to actually enjoy them and build something here. But there's a guarded energy. And if this is not you, this is whoever you'll be dealing with's energy. So may I have another card for my Libras? What do they need to... Thank you. No need to worry. So Libra, however the situation turns out in the month of September, there really is no need to worry here. It's going to pan out in the best way, or the way that it's meant to pan out, okay? Whether this can develop into something, or if it's just, you know, I'm here for a good time, not a long time, right? So may I have another card for my Libras? I have another card for my Libras. What do they need to... Thank you. Discipline. Okay? I can accomplish what I set my mind to. Also, too, Libra, if there are certain goals that you set for yourself to achieve this month, in the month of September, please make sure you stick to those goals. Please make sure you set up a regimen or routine that allows you to accomplish these goals, because there can be some energy here of maybe wanting to put fun before the work, if you will. And Spirit is telling you that you may need to do some realignment here, right? Some course correction, so that way it's not just all fun and a little bit of work. There needs to be a balance here, and there needs to be discipline with whatever goals you're setting for yourself to actually see them through and accomplish them. So let's see, what else do our Libras need to know to be prepared for in September? Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Ooh, not too many. No, but I have to take them. King of Swords, Hermit. I have another card, Spirit. So your stability, how you're spending your money, your investments need to be on the forefront of this month. This goes back to this discipline energy, because I can see money just either slipping through somebody's pocket, maybe a hole in the pocket, right? Burning through money. And with that King of Swords, it's all about discipline. The Hermit is about introspection, reflection. You need to reflect on how you're spending your money, how you're spending your time, what things that you're doing, are they actually serving you? Are they productive, right? To get things done that you need to accomplish. Because it feels like something here is counterproductive, so it's not really benefiting you here. So King of Swords, your energy, right? Whether you're a king or queen, it's still your energy. Logical thinking, critical thinking. Look at what you're investing into. You don't want to put yourself in a financial setback. And if you've had financial setbacks in the past, there's a strong need to reevaluate your financial savviness, so that way you can stay out of that energy. Now, we do have the Emperor, so it looks like everything does work out fine for you. We also have no need to worry. So things still turn out in your favor in the end, which is always a blessing. But again, Seven of Cups here in the reverse. You need to be clear about how you're spending your money, okay? That's the strongest message I'm getting here for you, Libra. Also, too, whoever you're dealing with, they definitely see you as the Empress, whether you're a male or a woman, it doesn't matter. They definitely see you attractive, that you do have your things together, even if they don't know on the backside, right? If you are dealing with financial struggles, you definitely don't show it, right? But they see you as having your stuff together, that you're abundant, that you are somebody that they could have, that they could marry, have a relationship with. You're somebody that's worth committing to. You're high value. So you're either a high value man or a high value woman. And that's big Libra energy, right? The issue is Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody's not willing to nurture this connection in the same way that you're willing to nurture a connection, right? I see you're willing to invest, but somebody's assessing if they want to invest in this King of Swords. So somebody is keeping a detached energy from you and from this connection. This may be somebody that you're either not speaking to or talking to, or somebody that's not easily able to open up with that Hermit and King of Swords. They could have went through some prior heartbreak or upset in the past. Okay, so it's like the potential is there, but keeping things light and airy is more so the focus here, versus going deep into the oceans of what this could be. May I have another card for my Libras? What do they need to prepare for in the month of September? Okay. We got 2 for you. Burnout keeps coming out. It says your hard work will see results, but your health needs to be maintained. So check in with your doctor, dentist, and health professional and try to maintain a healthy lifestyle and reinvent yourself. A transformation is taking place. Enjoy a new lease on your life. So even if the love life isn't necessarily where you would like for it to be in the month of September, now if you are wanting something just casual, just dating, getting out there, seeing what's going on because you are looking good as the Empress, then absolutely, right? But if you are wanting something more serious, more deep, I'm not really seeing the stability here for that or any emotion. Somebody's guarded, whether it's you or this person. But also too, with reinventing yourself, it looks like we take you from the Queen of Pentacles in reverse to the Empress. So you are going through a transformation, especially if you apply this discipline to transform your finances, also your appearance, your surroundings, your environment. You're elevating here in the month of September. Okay, but you have to have that discipline to do so. Right? So it may require you stepping out of your comfort zone, doing things a little bit differently, maybe going with a different hair color, maybe investing your money a little bit differently than you would have before. Maybe this is a move or some type of transformation as far as like environments that's happening for you, but you are looking good as always, and that's your energy. I'm sorry, my cat. And this is your energy as the Empress. So Libra, in the month of September, it's a pretty meh kind of month, not really seeing anything too exciting or life-changing, if you will, except for yourself. You are definitely going through a big transformation. The love life looks like it could be a little better. If you are the guarded one, then definitely allow yourself to be more open to all the new opportunities because you're being looked at. People are liking you. People are viewing you in high regard and thinking you're very attractive. And I think you may just be focusing on yourself in the month of September versus what's out there or what's available. And again, if this is somebody else with that guarded, they're definitely acting cold and detached, or this could be somebody you're just not speaking to. And that energy is still present of you not speaking with this person, but you are focusing on yourself and getting yourself together, Libra. So this is actually really pretty good, So thank you, Libra. It's been an absolute pleasure to read for you. Before I actually wrap up your reading, go ahead and ask a question, yes or no, and I'll pull a card for you. So any yes or no question, go ahead and think of it. One more shuffle. 2, and last shuffle. 3. All right, thank you, Spirit. Yes or no for my Libras. Yes or no for my Libras. All right, so we have missed opportunity. Okay, so whatever you ask, it's a missed opportunity or it will be a missed opportunity, okay? So keep that in mind. Libra, it's been a pleasure as always, and I'll catch you on the next one. Hey. Oh, I skipped Virgo. I went straight to Libra. Oh, Virgo, I'm so sorry. Let me go ahead and get your energies out here. So, Virgo, hopefully you're doing well. You're doing good. That's the one thing I dislike. It's as a tarot reader when I mess up the signs. It's like, I should know this. Why am I skipping signs? Anyway, Virgo, I will let you know, like I've let some of the other signs know, that all of my extendeds are completely free for the next 2 weeks. So if there's any video that I recorded in the past that you're interested in but didn't purchase the extended for, you can definitely go back and check out that extended completely free. Also, to any videos that I've recently released and will be releasing up to the next 2 weeks will have free extendeds. So definitely check those out before the extendeds are no longer free. Again, I'll have a link in the description box below that will allow you to click on the playlist that shows all my videos that have extended, since not all of my videos have them, okay? So we have caution and influence here for you. And this is what you need to know to be prepared for September. So somebody's talking about you. This is going a couple of different ways for me, Virgo. Either somebody is not speaking highly of you with that caution and you need to be alerted or aware of this. Also, too, somebody is influencing somebody else in regards to you, saying certain things about you. Or you need to be cautious of somebody that you're interacting with, that you're speaking to. So let's see. Thank you. We have a time to give rather than take, and this is your energy. New moon in Virgo. And then we also have show the world the real you. So somebody here, what you need to be prepared for in September, Virgo, is somebody is speaking on you, speaking about you, speaking about your character. That's not in alignment of who you truly are. So be cautious of the people you're hanging around, people you're dealing with, because I'm seeing the energy of people behind your back, speaking of what you're doing, what you're getting into, just your character in general, right? And it's not true. Whatever they're saying is absolutely not true. There's people gossiping about you here, Virgo. Also, to a time to give rather than to take. Interesting. May I have another card for my Virgos? There's something better. Okay. Yeah, Virgo, it feels like whoever these people are with that time to give rather than to take are either parasitic, they're leeches, they don't really have your best interest at heart, and there's something better. So this could either be somebody that you've dealt with romantically that's talking bad about you. This could be a friend, family member, coworker, colleague, and excuse me, and there's something better here. This is the energy of you needing to release whoever this is. If you're getting an intuitive nudge that somebody just seems a little iffy, your intuition is not, your energy is not really, high vibing when you're around this person, something seems off, it's because it is off, right? If you smell smoke, there's definitely fire. Somebody around your energy needs to be released here. They're not good for you. They're not good for you, and Spirit is saying there's something better. All right, may I have a card for my Virgo, Spirit? Judgment. Oh, yeah. There's people judging you, passing judgment on you, especially with that influence and caution. Yeah, there's people judging what you do, judging the situation yourself in, judging the people that you deal with, judging how you've handled the situation, judging your character, right? If this is a past partner, they're judging, the relationship with you, talking to other people that they may have as friends or that they speak to, and saying things of, well, Virgo should have done this, and Virgo was like this, and speaking, this isn't a positive energy here. Somebody's speaking bad on your name, and this is in the month of September. So if you haven't experienced this yet, again, this is because this is what you need to be prepared for in September, right? People judging you and judging your character. Character assassination is here. All right, let's see. Let's get some energy for my Virgos. Last shuffle. Virgos, in the month of September, what do they need to be prepared for? Seven of Swords in the reverse. Whoever this is for you, Virgo, it's going to be revealed. Whoever's talking bad upon you and passing judgment. This isn't somebody that's a friend. And what I mean by that is they could actually be your friend, but that Page of Cups that's in the reverse is a very much so like a false friend type of energy, right? Somebody you think that cares about you, somebody that you think that you can trust. It's not the case. Judgment. This is Two of Cups in reverse. It's going to come out. This is meant to be revealed to you. Two of Cups, if this is a past partner that you are in disconnect with, they're not speaking highly on you, Virgo. They're not speaking highly about you. They're not speaking highly about the relationship that you've had with them. If this is a friend, a family, or any other situation, the same conditions apply. May I have two more? Oh, somebody's a bitter Betty. I wonder if you disengaged from somebody or if they disengaged from you. Whatever the situation is, it's like they're Five of Cups. Queen of Swords in the reverse. Wheel of Fortune on the upright on the bottom. So this is somebody you definitely cut off, Virgo, that you're not speaking to. Definitely somebody that you're not speaking to, and they're really a bitter Betty. Really a bitter Betty here. Yeah, Queen of Swords in reverse, though, that's that conversations that they're having, they're not speaking highly upon you, talking down on your name, whether this is a past relationship or somebody that's current. And it's almost that energy, especially if this person did you wrong, Virgo. This is the energy of, okay, I know I did Virgo wrong, but instead of taking accountability and owning up for it, I'm going to just flip the situation and flip the script, right? Because they don't want to admit to their own wrongdoings. But Wheel of Fortune, this person wasn't meant to stay in your life. Time has came and went. We got burnout again. I keep getting this card. Your hard work will see results, but your health needs to be maintained. So check in with your doctor, dentist, health professional, and try to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Virgo, when you find out about this, if you haven't found out about this yet, I do feel like it's really going to take a toll on you, whether it's your emotional health or your psychological health. Not in anything crazy, but it's just like, you know, what have I done to cause you to behave this way or speak bad on my name? And finding out the things that this person is saying about you, I think it really will affect you. So just make sure you're gentle to yourself, kind to yourself, you know, be a little patient with yourself during this time of whatever this is that will be revealed to you, okay? Now let me get a card for my Virgos. Virgo, go ahead and ask a yes or no question. It could be anything you want. Should I order Postmates or DoorDash? You know, it could be whatever you want to ask. All right, Spirit. Yes or no for my Virgos. Ooh, okay, I'm not taking all those, but thanks. One card only, Spirit. We have green light. Oh, we actually got two. So we have no for now and green light. So whatever this is, right now it may not happen. Even though you got the green light, it may not come into fruition right now, but it will come into fruition at some point, okay? So maybe not in this moment, but trust, it is set to happen for you, okay? So Virgo, it's been an absolute pleasure to read for you. And thank you so much. All right, Scorpio. So let's see, what do you need to know to be prepared for in September? Right? What do you need to be prepared for in September? Also keep in mind, Scorpio, all of my extendeds are currently free. So if there's any videos in the past that you saw that has an extended and that you may have not watched the extended or purchased, you can absolutely go back and watch the video and get the extended completely free. All of my videos that will contain extended between now and the next 2 weeks will be completely free. So that ends on August 31st, just letting you know, as FYI. So definitely take advantage while you can. All right. Ooh, okay, thank you, Spirit. You keep throwing cards at me. So we have fun and strings. Okay. Strings are in the upright. What I get from that, because in this specific deck, when the strings are upright, it means like no strings attached, detachment, not being connected. So somebody, whether this is you or somebody else, Scorpio, and this is in the month of September, so you may not be experiencing this just yet, but this will be something that may be coming in for you in the month of September. Somebody is wanting to have some fun with no strings attached, whether this is your energy or a person that you're dealing with. So keep that in mind, especially if you're not looking for a loose connection like that. Just keep in mind what people's intentions or motives are towards you. Okay. May I have a card for my Scorpio spirit? What do they need to be prepared for in the month of September? And I'm sorry if you can hear my cat in the background. I think he has the zoomies right now. What do my Scorpios need to know to be prepared for in the month of September? Okay. So we have step out of your comfort zone, and we also have what do you need to release? Okay, this can go a couple of different ways. So I'm just going to kind of group this in different variants. One group of Scorpios. If you've been kind of cooped up to yourself, really not getting out much, there's a need for you to get out and have fun, right? Not take things too serious, especially with that strings in the upright. Not take things too serious, not take life too serious in the month of September. Stepping out of your comfort zone of what you are comfortable with or what you've been doing and really putting yourself out there, right? So releasing, the old, releasing, you know what, I'm just going to spend my weekends at home with my pet, or, you know, I go to work and then I come home, eat and watch Netflix, and that's it. Like, you know, switch up the routine, switch up your regimen, right? Say if you get off of work, all right, go home, get freshened up, and then actually maybe go out for an evening dinner. Take yourself out to dinner or go out with your friends. But there's a need for you to have a little fun here in the month of September. Loosen up if you can, okay? Definitely you need to loosen up, especially with your energy, Scorpio, that I've been feeling lately. It's been pretty damn heavy. So there is a need for you to have a little more fun here. For other of you Scorpios, well, I would say that's for all of you. All of y'all need to go out and have some damn fun. But for other of you Scorpios, there is a need for you to really detach yourself from a situation that really wasn't serving you. Sometimes even knowing that somebody's not good for us, we get comfortable in that energy of still holding on to somebody, but Spirit is asking you to release it, right? So you may have been comfortable still holding on to an energy that's dead weight, because that's the energy that you felt on a constant or daily basis. So you get comfortable. It engulfs you, if you will. But in the month of September, Spirit's asking you, you need to release this, right? And go out and enjoy, right? Release that heaviness off of you. Now, for others of you, a small portion of you, thank you, Spirit. And that's what I was about to get into next, relationships. For others of you who are dealing with somebody here, whoever this is for you, Scorpio, it doesn't feel like they're showing up for you in the same way that you are for them. It feels like they have a more detached energy, and they may be more on the lighthearted side of things. So this could be somebody new, somebody you're getting to know, or somebody that you actually have been dealing with for a little bit. It feels like they're coming off a bit more detached versus you. This person may be only wanting to stick around for the fun times, you know, while the going is going and getting good. And then after that, you know, they kind of, all right, that's it, I'm out. It's that energy, right? And I do feel to a certain extent that you may be into this person, but it is asking you to release them, because they're not going to serve your highest good, and you don't want to waste your time, right? Because relationships, it does say I'm attracted to those people who serve my higher good, and I don't feel like this connection will really serve your highest good, okay, Scorpio. This person's here for a good time, not a long time, right? So being able to emotionally detach or release the idea of what this could be needs to happen. So what else does my Scorpios need to be prepared for in the month of September, Spirit? What else do my Scorpios need to be prepared for in the month of September? Oh, shoot. Damn it. Wait, before I get into this, I gotta go back to this deck before I hit tarot. What do my Scorpios need to be prepared for in the month of September? Thank you. I knew something felt a little off looking at this spread. Okay, so we have within the next few months, and yes. So, Scorpio, if you are in that energy of, you know what, I've just been in the house, me and my cat, me and my dog, just like me, right? In the house with me and my damn pet all damn day. What I feel here within the next few months, and yes, in relationships, there is a new relationship coming in for you. It will be fun. I don't see much commitment happening, at least not initially. So you want to keep that in mind. If you are wanting to come into something where there's long-term potential right away, I don't see that. Maybe at some later point, things can develop into long-term potential. But initially, it feels like it's going to be a light relationship, very casual, right? That's coming in for you the next few months. For others of you that's been holding on to a connection that needs to be released, it feels like within the next few months you'll fully be able to release this energy and really get back to having fun and enjoying yourself. Okay. What do my Scorpios need to know to be prepared for September? Thank you. We got the Strength, the Page of Swords. Assessment is what I'm hearing. This feels like the person that goes to a restaurant, they sit at the table in the back of the room and they just people watch. You're assessing everybody in the month of September. Their moves, their motives, their intentions, what they're wanting to do, what they're not doing, the things that they say, the things that they don't say, the little in-between spaces in their words, body language. You're assessing. You're sitting back and watching everybody. You are watching everybody. Because with that Hangman in reverse and that Two of Wands in the reverse, you've been through some Fool in reverse on the bottom. Yep. You've been through situations and went down lanes and paths that got you nowhere. So in the month of September, you're very observant of people. You're more sharp than before because you've went through these experiences that created some form of paradigm shift or shift in perspective when it comes to dealing with people, whether this is friends, family, relationships, whatever, right? Ace of Cups to the Lovers. Now this can go a couple of ways. Scorpio, if you are single, I don't feel you're emotionally available, to be honest. The Lovers, I do feel like you would love to have that soulmate connection or somebody that is connected to you. And if this is not in regards to love, there is something that you do feel emotionally or on a soul level connected to, but you may not be speaking up about it, right? Whether it's like a passion, a project, something that you want to do that brings you a lot of joy. You're kind of keeping it to yourself for now. You're not really bringing these ideas to the forefront. You may feel it might be a little too risky to tell your business to people because, you know, people tend to have loose lips. And whatever this is that means a lot to you, you don't want people, you know, assessing it or judging it or putting their own perspective or life lenses on whatever this is that you feel really pulled to or called towards. Right? Now, if this is a relationship, I do feel like somebody is emotionally detached. But I more so feel like if this is you still holding on to something that no longer serves you, somebody could have picked somebody else or went in a different direction. It's asking you to emotionally detach. Ace of Cups in reverse in the strings. You need to emotionally detach from this. All right? Definitely need to emotionally detach from this, Scorpio. Now, if you've already emotionally detached, again, this could be in regards to something that you're holding close to your chest that you really love, that you feel pulled towards. It could be a passion project, a business, anything like that. But I see you keeping it close to your chest because you don't want other people assessing what it is that you're trying to create or bring to the forefront or that you just feel passionate about, right? Like, I don't really know people that I read tarot because I know that they're going to put their own world perspective on it and their own lenses. They're going to be like, oh, that's witchcraft. No, it's not. Right? So I just keep that close to my chest. So it's something like that for you, Scorpio. Now we have challenges. Take time out from problems or conflicts or approach softly to avoid making matters worse. So that's what I see you doing here. Sitting back, assessing, reevaluating everything, or evaluating people that you interact with. What are their motives? What are their intentions? I definitely see you doing that in the month of September. And for some of you, there is a decision that you are going to need to make in the month of September. Whether this is between two people or if you're in a current situation, somebody's going to have to make a decision between you and somebody else. Somebody's going to have to miss out on this Ace of Cups. And somebody's really sitting back and assessing what do they choose. Right? What do they attach themselves to and what do they keep on the side for fun? Or what do they just write off as, okay, you're a fun time, but it's not something I can attach myself to, right? And it feels like that decision is made within the next few months. So, Scorpio, you can ask any yes or no question you want to. I'm just going to pull for you. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors for my Scorpios. Yes or no? We have follow the light. So wherever you're being guided here, Leo, whatever you ask, if you feel like you're being guided towards it, follow it, right? Don't just ignore it, follow it. All right, Scorpio, it's been an absolute pleasure to read for you as always. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye. All right, Sagittarius, what's going on? So we're going to see what you need to be prepared for in September, right? What do you need to know to be prepared for September? Please keep in mind, all of my extendeds are currently free. So from any past videos I've made, current and the next videos within the next 2 weeks, If they haven't extended, they are absolutely free. I've linked the playlist down below in the description box, so that way you can check it out. So catch up on any videos. If there were extendeds that you didn't get to view or you didn't purchase, you can absolutely go check them out completely free. So all the extendeds will be completely free until August 31st. So definitely don't miss out on those, all right? So what do my Sagittarius need to know to be prepared for September? Okay, y'all not getting on them. Y'all not Sagittarius, no. What does my Sagittarius need to know to be prepared for the month of September? Thank you. May I have one more? Thank you. Okay, cards. All right, let's see. We got regret and we got rejection. Oh my gosh. We have regret and rejection. This is how we're starting off. All right. Well, this can go a couple of ways, Sagittarius. Either somebody's regretting rejecting you, and they're definitely feeling it in the month of September, or you're regretting rejecting somebody. Either which way, on the bottom of this deck, we have mystery, so I don't think these feelings are being expressed. It's being kept within, but somebody is regretting rejecting somebody in the month of September heavily, whether it's you or a person that you've dealt with. Also, too, on the flip side of this, Sagittarius, if there is an idea or an opportunity that was presented to you that you didn't take advantage of, you're regretting not hopping on this opportunity. You're regretting not hopping on this opportunity. We have worked through your fears. So back to this opportunity example here. You may feel like that same opportunity may not come back up for you, or you may not have a chance to do that again. What was the big opportunity? It was I think it was called a Dogecoin. Definitely have regrets that I didn't invest in that. Definitely have regrets that I didn't invest in that. So when we talk about opportunities, again, this could be career investments, things of that nature, opportunities that may have came up, right? And you may feel like you won't have this opportunity again to get into something or do something, but that's not the case here, right? What's meant for you never passes you by. Now, if this is in context of a relationship, somebody's trying to work through their fears of this rejection, right? Whether this is you or this person, knowing that they chose wrong, knowing that they rejected you, and it's like, I won't have this opportunity again with Sagittarius or Sagittarius. You may be feeling that way about somebody. Too many. You may be feeling that way about somebody. So somebody's really trying to worry. Oh my God. Sagittarius, who you got in their head? Or if this is you, oh my goodness. Worry. I'm learning that worrying doesn't change an outcome. Somebody's very worried that if this is in the romantic sense, that they won't be able to deal with this person again or have another chance or opportunity with whoever this is. So somebody's really worried about you, Sagittarius, here. That, man, I could have had my shot with Sag and I freaking blew it. I didn't give this a chance. I didn't give this a shot. They may, if you're out and about, because even with rejection, there's still one flame lit here on this card. So if this person rejected you and you've gone through your healing from it or whatever, or just moved on, they may see you out and still sparkling and doing your thing, and it's adding even more worry to them because I rejected this person and I should have given him a chance, or I should have made this work. And now, Sagittarius is out there shining bright. And what if somebody snatches Sagittarius up? What if Sagittarius gives somebody new a chance? Right? So that's kind of on their mind and their concern. We also have peaceful resolution. So if this is somebody that you're dealing with or have dealt with that's worrying about rejecting you, that they rejected you, either you two will be able to come to a peaceful resolution, or if this is somebody, Sag, that you're just like, you know what, hell no, you rejected me, get out my face, I'm done, I'm not about to take you back, I'm not second pickings, then it feels like with peaceful resolution, this person at some point is going to come to terms with the situation. Like, okay, you know what, worrying does not change anything, I just, I lost my shot, Now, if this is in regards to an opportunity, we have peaceful resolution. So there will be a new opportunity that comes up for you, Sagittarius, okay? So there's no need to worry or be concerned. A brand new opportunity will be presented to you that you'll be able to take full advantage of. Ooh, okay. King of Swords. Nine of Swords. Oh, my God. Sagittarius. Holy shit. Nine of Swords, worry, work through your fears. Oh my God, who are you putting through the motions? Again, this could be you, but I'm just going to speak as it's your person because it kind of feels like that. Somebody's going through the motions. I mean, they are in their head, up late night drinking, calling the hotlines. What do I do? Calling in the Dr. Phil, help. I don't, what? Sag. They truly missed a shot with you. We got this Queen of Wands in reverse, so they feel like you may still be pissed off or upset at them, that they cut you off, King of Swords, or that they didn't give this a chance or a shot. They're feeling like you probably are, and you, mind you may not even be upset. You may just be living your best life, Sag. But this person, they're afraid to approach Knight of Swords, or I don't see them approaching, even though they do want to communicate and talk to you badly. But they feel like, you know, you may truly reject them. Yep. King of Cups, Chariot, Four of Cups in reverse, and the Devil in reverse. They know, however, they behaved or how they were behaving wasn't conducive to solidifying a situation with you. They know that their own toxic patterns, mindsets, inhibitions, limitations interfered and intervened with us. And they are very aware of this, Devil in reverse. And it feels like either they have released those behaviors or they're trying to, right? Through this illumination, through this clarity, King of Swords, right? King of Cups here. There's a lot of suppressed emotions for you that this person feels. This person, I don't care how long y'all have known each other, whether it was a couple days, couple weeks, couple months. This person has so much love for you. Or so much infatuation for you. It's ridiculous. And they want success. It may be a Cancer for some of you, because this King of Cups to the Chariot back to back like this is just giving me Cancer energy. I never call out signs, but I just have to point that out. But this person is absolutely wanting to move towards you, have victory and success. For some of you, they may, because the Chariot is a major arcana. Major arcana is always trump minor, and this Knight of Swords is a minor. So this person may move towards you in the month of September, right? So that's something you need to be prepared for. But they are wanting victory here. They're now no longer wanting to reject you. Four of Cups in the reverse, right? Seeing the opportunity here. Seeing the glass half full instead of half empty. Seeing what you provide and what you bring to the table. So this is something you need to be prepared for. You may have a return of somebody who rejected you. Now, if this isn't somebody that rejected you and this is an opportunity, it feels like whatever limiting beliefs that allowed you to miss this opportunity, you are releasing. So that way when the next opportunity comes in, you can take full advantage of it, okay? So let's get another card for you. For my Sagittariuses. What do my Sagittarius need to know? Thank you. We also got communication, yeah. Sorry if you hear my cat in the background. A reunion could bring love or rekindling of friendship. A lucky one seems likely. So I definitely see that potential here strongly. And change. A change of residence, partner, career, or job is on the cards. You're restless in need of a change, and that is exactly what's coming your way. All right. So Sag, any question you want to ask? Yes or no? Go ahead and ask and I'll pull for you. Yes or no for my Sagittarius. Last shuffle. Yes or no for my Sagittarius. We have unlikely. Oops, you can see unlikely. So whatever you ask, Sag, it is unlikely, right? But unlikely isn't a definite no, so just keep that in mind, okay? Sag, it's been an absolute honor and pleasure as always to read for you. And I will catch you on the next one. All right. What's up, Capricorn? How are y'all doing this day or today or night, morning, whenever y'all watching this? Right? Also, I want to let you know, Capricorn, that all of my extended videos are completely free. So any extended video that I've released in the past, current, or will be releasing up to the next 2 weeks, August 31st, will be absolutely free. I've linked the playlist in the description box below. So you can check out the videos that contain extendeds. Not all of my videos will contain extended videos, right? So just check out the playlist to find the ones that pertain to you and that have extendeds, okay? It's a thank you from me to you guys for being so supportive with me and the channel. So definitely take advantage of it while you can. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, what do our Sagittariuses... Okay. Heartbreak in reverse. What do our Did I say Sagittarius? Oh my God. Let me restart because it's Capricorn. Oh, please forgive me. I don't know where my mind is at. Let me reshuffle. What do our Capricorns need to know and be prepared for in the month of September? What do our Capricorns need to be prepared for in the month of September? I'm so sorry, Capricorn. I just finished Sag and still thinking I'm on Sag. What do our Capricorns need to know? You have maturity. What do our Capricorns need to know to be prepared in the month of September? Too many. What do our Capricorns need to know to be prepared in the month of September? I don't know why that heartbreak felt fitting, though, for you guys. Even though it says Sagittarius, it did feel... Okay. It did feel fitting. You have maturity and commitment. Bottom of the deck is flirt. So I just kind of want to point this out. So in the month of September, there's growth either happening between you and a connection, you and a person that you're dealing with, whether it's a relationship, or, you know, somebody that you're getting to know. Also, this could be in regards to yourself, honestly, here, Capricorn. You're maturing, you're growing, and you know what kind of commitment you want. You know what you want to deal with when it comes to your commitment. But it feels like there's somebody new, whether you're already dealing with them or you will be dealing with them in the month of September, because that flirt is on the bottom. So it's like, you know, you've evolved, you've grown, and it feels like you're getting to know somebody that can turn into a commitment. So if you're single, you haven't met anybody yet, somebody's coming in the month of September. If you already with somebody, then it feels like the connection is going to be lighthearted, playful, flirty. This is somebody that you are wanting to connect with, right? And again, for my single Capricorns, that aren't looking for love, it feels like this is the energy of, excuse me, this is the energy of you maturing when it comes to your commitments, right? Whether it's to yourself, your own personal commitments, or what you're expecting or wanting out of a commitment. And in the month of September, you're just, you know, you're getting yourself out there. You're seeing what's out and about, you know, what's out on the dating scene with flirt. But you're really committed to your values, your integrity, your standards, right? And you're not taking anything less than that, right? If somebody's not willing or ready to commit to you, then you're not wanting it. Oh, the energy's changing. Okay, hold on. What's going on, Capricorn? What's happening? Okay. Now, let me add on the third storyline here. Because for other of you Capricorns, what do you need to release and worry here? You may have outgrown a commitment. For some of you, you may have outgrown a commitment with maturity, right? Maybe the commitment it served its purpose at one point in your life, but it's either you've aged and evolved past this, because that flirt is giving me a lighthearted, young at heart type of connection, but it doesn't have maturity, it doesn't have stability, it doesn't have full long-term potential or growth. And even if this is somebody that you were married to in a relationship with, it's like when there's a saying that I saw, this quote, and it's like, this man, he married his wife and he was with her for about 40 or 50 years. And he said that he saw 8 different versions of her, because we're always ever changing. And you have to be able to learn the person for who they are and not for what you expect them to be or for what you want them to be. This is the energy of you're changing, you're evolving, but whoever you're dealing with hasn't really changed or evolved with you. It feels like they're still on a one-dimensional plane and you're on the fucking 5D, if you will, right? Excuse my language. But you've evolved so much in this connection or dealing with whoever this is that they can't really meet you anymore where you're at. You've outgrown this commitment. So we have, what do you need to release and worry? So for some of you Capricorns, if you resonate with that additional storyline here, you may be, because of the time spent, because of the history of you and this person, you may be worrying about releasing this. You may have a hard time with fully detaching, even though you know it's not serving you any longer. Get more information is here. So with that get more information, this is needing to have further insight and clarity, right? Why do you feel like you need to release this? And really think about it, right? Just don't go off how you feel, but really analyze this. Why is this no longer working for you? What do you feel will work for you? What kind of commitment are you wanting now in this new level of maturity when it comes to dating and relationships? For others of you, if you are meeting somebody new, There may be somebody from your past that you need to release, right? There may be somebody from your past that you need to release that you haven't fully energetically released yet. Even if you guys are in a separation, you may need to release a past energy to enjoy this new energy that's coming in. Others of you, with worry here, there may be a sense, and this is like maybe for one of you, I'm sorry I'm giving you guys so many storylines. Worry, there may be a sense of you feeling that whoever you're in a commitment with may be flirting or dealing with somebody else. Lucky's agreeing. There may be an energy of somebody that you're dealing with flirting with somebody else, and you may be feeling that as well. So you're getting more information, needing to know what's really going on, what's really happening here. So let's get some more energies from our Capricorns. What do they need to be prepared for in September? What does my Capricorns need to be prepared for in the month of September? Ace of Swords. Six of Cups. What do our Capricorns need to be prepared for in the month of September? Ten of Wands. What do our Capricorns need to be prepared for in the month of September? Ooh, okay. Bottom of the deck is your energy, but in reverse. If that's not a message here. And I got to point out right underneath that is the Judgment. Capricorn, you're being called to a higher purpose here. You didn't go through this maturity. You didn't go through this evolution for no reason, right? Don't waste it. That's the first thing I just have to say. Don't waste it. Don't waste it on something that is still at a certain level and you've evolved past it, because it feels like it's been a burden. All right, this is somebody either that you have memories with, you have history with, if you're in a commitment. And again, I'm going to give you the different storylines here. If you're in a commitment, this is somebody that you've had history with, but you need to be very honest with yourself with that Ace of Swords. Can you still carry this? Can you still carry this connection? Because at this point, you've evolved. This person hasn't. It feels like you're carrying this connection, right? There may be conflicts, issues, and even if it's not on a verbal plane, we do have the Five of Wands and the Seven of Wands, so it feels like it is in the 3D on the verbal plane. But even if it's not, your energies are clashing because you've evolved and this other person hasn't energetically evolved with you, and there's a clash here. Even though the Six of Pentacles is here, yes, you would love to have an equal give and take, but somebody can't meet you there. Somebody can't give an equal balance here. Because energetically, you're not in alignment. You've outgrown this. Three of Swords. It feels like if you are with somebody, Capricorn, and you are resonating with this, in the month of September, you may need to be prepared for a breakup. Devil in reverse again. On the bottom of the deck, it's no longer serving you anymore. You've evolved past this, and you may need to release this. What do you need to release? And I do feel like that is causing worry with this Ten of Wands. It's a burden. It's absolutely a burden because you guys aren't energetically aligning, and you need to do this Six of Wands to finally go towards the path that's in alignment for you, where you're understood, you're felt, you're celebrated in the way that you need to be. Where you are now, it's just, again, that energetic clash, if it's not the physical clash of arguments and blocking and dealing with the BS between each other, right? Now, for other of you Capricorns that are getting back out there and you're seeing what's available, there's this weird energy here with this. Actually, give me 1 second. There's a weird energy here because it feels like I see you putting yourself out there, giving to it, but it's also, you're not wanting something that's lighthearted and casual. And it feels like that's what you, and then wow, right underneath that is passion. Right underneath that is heartbreak, which fell out initially. Right? So it's like you keep running into these casual relationships and different people that are wanting you, but, you know, what are they wanting from you? Really? You know, and it's just, it feels like you keep ending up in the same cycle, same situation with people. And there's a need to release what you allow to be, how can I put this? There's a need to change what you tolerate or what you attract, right? Like attracts like. So there needs to be some inner self-introspection on why are you attracting these kind of people, right? Maturity. You've grown. But why are these people still coming to you, or why are you entertaining these connections? Or, if you see that they're flirty, what can you do to allow a different energy into your space instead of those type of connections? That's what this feels like. Also for you, if you are dealing with somebody and you feel like they're dealing with somebody else, right, being flirty with other people, yeah, you're going to find out. Five of Wands here, Six of Wands here. They're getting attention from other people. And you can tell, you feel it's been a burden. Something about this has been a burden. You are going to want the truth from this person because they are giving to other people. And I see this ending up in a heartbreak for you. If that's the case, if you feel like your person is dealing with other people, but you need to release this because it's not in your highest good. Judgment. Okay? So what you need to be prepared for in the month of September, Capricorn, is definitely going to be a rocky ride here. That's what this feels like. And either way, it doesn't matter which group of Capricorns you fall into, there's concern surrounding releasing this. Because I think with the Six of Cups, it's the history, the memories, the love that you've built for this person, that you have for this person. It's hard to fully release because you have so many memories. But again, you guys aren't on an energetic level anymore, right? For whatever reason. So Capricorn, ask a yes or no question. Or actually, no. Before I get there, let me pull from this deck. See, I'm getting ahead of myself. For my Capricorn spirit. My Capricorns. What do they need to know? What do they need to be prepared for in September? Love life. Affairs of the heart could cause future problems, but take heart as difficult situations will be resolved by a good decision this week. So, again, we're talking about September, so you may need to make a decision in September that could bring relief to you when it comes to your love life, but again, it's not without its issues, okay? So now go ahead and ask a yes or no question. We have grow through it. Grow through it. Beautiful. Well, Capricorn, this is where I will leave you. It's been an absolute pleasure. And thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. All right, Aquarius. How y'all doing? Hopefully good. So, I'll let you know that Aquarius, all of my extended readings are completely free. There's a playlist in the description box below that you can check them out. All of my extended that I've ever created in the past, currently and up to the next 2 weeks, will be absolutely free. So it'll be free until August 31st. So definitely check them out. So if there's an extended that you wanted to see but didn't see or didn't purchase, you can absolutely check it out completely free right now. All right. So we're going to get into, oops. What do you need? Oh my God, Trace, what the hell is going on with y'all? Calm down. What do you need to know to be prepared for September, right? What do you need to know to prepare for September? What do you need to know to prepare for September for my Aquarius spirit? Okay. Can I just get one card, Spirit? What do my Aquarius need to know to be prepared for September? This one. Balance. One more. Got it. Okay. So who's guarded? You or somebody you're dealing with? Who's not opening their heart? You or somebody you're dealing with? I'm curious. Because with balance and guarded, there needs to be balance when it comes to the heart space. Why are you still guarded? Or why is somebody else that you're dealing with still guarded? What's causing this? Something's out of alignment, right? What else does Aquarius need to know to be prepared for in September? Thank you. Loneliness. Okay. So Aquarius, some of you guys may be going through a lonely spell, or because of somebody guarding their heart, they're keeping others out, which is causing loneliness, which is causing sadness, which is causing these blockages in the heart, right? So there needs to be balance restored. But in the month of September, what you need to be prepared for, either this is your energy or somebody that's surrounding you, there's loneliness. because of not letting people in for whatever reason, right? Maybe you've been hurt, because that heart has a shield and a barbed wire around it. So you either been hurt plenty of times, you've been through hurt, you've been through painful situations, whether this is in love or in life, either way, right? Or somebody that you're dealing with has just been through a lot of SHIT in life, and it's keeping them guarded, but there needs to be a balance here. Somebody's completely out of whack, and it's keeping them lonely. We have faith in your dreams, and you and your loved ones are safe. Somebody's defeated. Somebody feels very defeated. It's like when somebody has hopes in a person, or hopes in a connection, or hopes in a relationship, they get let down time and time again. Time and time again. It just doesn't work for whatever reason. It doesn't matter how long the connection lasts. At some point, there's an expiration date. And it's just like, when will something actually stick? Somebody's very, very disappointed in their love life, and it's just keeping them guarded and feeling lonely. All right, last shuffle. Can you tell me what our Aquarius is going to be prepared for September? Communicate clearly. So Aquarius, I always say this, a friend is a friend for a reason. If you're going through any type of feeling of loneliness, call on a friend that you know is a friend, right? Just don't be calling up anybody, but that you can really trust on and rely on. I know it's not the easiest thing for you to do as an air sign, right? You're not all about the motions, but you don't want to bottle it up either, right? Especially if you're feeling lonely, especially if you're feeling really guarded like this, and feeling so disappointed that your love life just does not pan out the way that you want it to, or the way that you know it should, right? Especially when you're a catch, you have a lot to offer. You know that you would make a good partner, right? A partner in crime, a ride or die for life. And you try to show those qualities or attributes, and again, they're just not either appreciated or they're taken advantage of. You know, and it's just, when does this end? When does this stop? And there's this underlying loneliness I feel here for you, Aquarius. All right. What else can our Aquariuses expect in the month of Seven of Cups? And for others of you, Aquariuses, you may be feeling lonely within a connection, or guarded within a connection, right? Maybe there's been betrayal, there's been heartbreak, and there's a need for you to communicate these feelings that you're having instead of bottling them up. There's a need for balance. There's a need for alignment here. Two of Cups in reverse, Queen of Wands, Seven of Cups, Two of Cups in the reverse. Ace of Pentacles, Ten of Wands. Interesting part about this, Aquarius, you're not showing any of this shit. This is the energy I've been getting for you lately too. Where on the outside, you're just doing you and looking good, right? But now I'm pulling back the hood of it. Nobody is seeing this. You have the Nine of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. Whether you're male or female, you're in your power, right? Now underneath the hood, that's another story. You may need a tune-up. You may need wheel alignment. You know, you may have a radiator leakage, whatever. You got some shit going on underneath the hood. But on the outside, the car looks brand new right off the lot. You look like a shiny brand new Porsche. You would never tell that underneath the hood it's all fucked up. And that's how you're operating through life right now. You look like a brand new shiny, but underneath that hood is a fucking mess. Excuse my language, but it is. This is you being guarded. I don't feel like this is somebody you're dealing with. Now, for some of you can, because it is a general. But for the most part, it feels like the Seven of Cups. I need a tune-up. I need an oil change. I need an air filter change. My axle done went off. My tire done got flat. My engine light is on. I'm just seeing all of these different things that are going on underneath the hood. But again, you're very poised. Nobody would ever know. But you're feeling this disconnect. You're feeling this energy of your heart being guarded. Every time I try to go for an opportunity in love, it always ends up failing. Ten of Wands in reverse. I always end up carrying the burden of it, or it just never works out. It never works out at all. And that's what this feels like. And in the month of September, you are focusing on you again. You're looking like that shiny new Porsche, but there's things on the inside that you really need to heal here. Not Sagittarius. You may be dealing with Sag. But there's things that you really need to deal with, Aquarius, underneath the hood. And that's what you need to prepare for, because through this healing process that you need to do, it's going to bring, of course, more loneliness, because you have to face these things you can't escape. And Aquarius tend to, escape. But you can't escape this, because the car is just going to keep getting worse and worse. And at some point, the car is not going to drive. Right? And soon, before you know it, the steering wheel column is going to go out. Now your car definitely ain't moving. So adjust things while you can before your heart gets too guarded here, Aquarius. I kind of want to look at this Ace of Pentacles, though. Tell me about this Ace of Pentacles, Spirit, for my Aquarius. Queen of Cups. Yeah. Emotional imbalance. It's like you get these new opportunities, and then you're the one that's ending up emotionally imbalanced at the end, because, again, there's no balance in the connections that you deal with, right? But you're looking good while dealing with it. It's actually, it's beautifully sad. I'm not going to lie to you. It's very poetic. Very poetic here, Aquarius. Tell me some more about what our Aquariuses need to be prepared for in the month of, September. All right, come on, cards. Get it together. So we have luck. A sudden change of luck is likely. Things are working in your favor. Excellent time for networking. So in the month of September, things will turn around for you. You will have a stroke of luck in some way, shape, or form. So it won't be all too doom and gloom in the month of September. But there's definitely healing you got to work through, okay? You can't just be that shiny Porsche all the time. It's going to crash. It's going to stop working then. The car is going to be on the side of the road and you're stranded. Now what, So spirit guides, angels, ancestors. Let's get a yes or no for my Aquarius. So Aquarius, ask any yes or no question you want to, and I'll answer it for you. Yes or no for my Aquarius. Thank you. The right path. Okay? So whatever that means to you, Aquarius. You're choosing the right path. You're on the right path. You're going down the right path. Whatever it may be in your question. You could have asked, should you go to Walmart? And it's saying the right path, so yes. All right, Aquarius, it's been a pleasure. I will catch you on the next one. Bye. All right, last but not least, Pisces. So Pisces, I'll let you know that all of my extendeds are completely free. So if you check out any extendeds that I've done in the past, currently, or in the future for the next 2 weeks, they are absolutely free all the way up to August 31st. So it's a thank you for you guys, watching my content and really being very supportive. So if there's any extended that you may have saw in the past that either you didn't want to purchase or you just didn't click on, definitely go back, check out the videos, and check out those extendeds for free while they're still free. So let's see, what do you need to know to prepare for September? Commitment. All right. And one last one. I'm not taking these two, but this one feels right. Security. Oh. Okay, Pisces. Either you're in a relationship, you're getting into a relationship, you may be signing some form of contract that will bring security, or getting committing to something, whether this is a new job, a new business opportunity, a new passion project that you feel really committed to that will bring you some form of security and abundance. So I love it. I love it. Gotta shuffle. What do our Pisces need to be prepared for in September? Nothing will come of this situation. Ooh, interesting. So course correction. That's what this feels like to me. Tell me more for my Pisces. What do they need to know to be prepared for September? Yes. Okay, definitely getting big course correction energy here. So I have to point out the bottom of the deck because we do have caution. So if this will focus, Maybe? Okay, cool. So we have caution here. So there may have been a certain path, whether it's a person or a thing or opportunity, that you may have been interested in taking. Spirit is saying nothing will come of that situation. There's a different situation here, whether you're already in it in the month of September or you'll be getting into it, that is actually meant for you, right? So what you think may be meant for you is not meant for you. There's something much greater here. And I have my Pisces in the month of September. What do they need to be prepared for? So be prepared to go with the flow. Yep. Be prepared to go with the flow. Be prepared to release when it's time to release, and switch over to something new, because it will provide a commitment. It will provide stability and security, whether this is leaving one relationship to go to a new one, because we do have grief here. So you may have to lose somebody in order to gain something new, or somebody may end up losing you, right? Or leaving you, and you end up going into a commitment that actually is more fulfilling and better for you. Also too, you can, for some of you Pisces, you may end up losing a job, or opportunity, and you feel like, that was it for me, and it really wasn't. Nothing was going to come from that situation. There's a new opportunity or a new commitment that's on the horizon that will bring you much more security. So let's go ahead and get into your card. What do our Pisces need to know to be prepared for September? What do our Pisces need to know to be prepared for September? This top one. The World in reverse. Okay, Pisces, you gotta be able to let something go. Something has to close out for you. Something that didn't serve you. Five of Wands that, may have brought you some form of strife, conflict, but you gotta let it go. Page of Pentacles, there's something new on the horizon. That's the seed of a new opportunity, a new beginning, right? King of Cups in the reverse, Queen of Cups in reverse, the Hermit. If this is in regards to relationship, you guys are just no longer seeing eye to eye. You guys may not be on the same page, and there may be a need for you to either release this, right? Especially after doing introspection and seeing that, maybe this isn't for me anymore, that there could possibly be something else that does provide security. Security in this Page of Pentacles talk about security, right? You two aren't seeing eye to eye. Or this may be the way somebody's feeling about you, that they may need to release this connection to go towards a new opportunity. But in that rejection, there's a blessing for you, because what's meant for you will end up coming in for you. But somebody needs to let go, and somebody's not letting go of a situation here. Now, if this is in regards to some type of opportunity, Eight of Swords in the reverse on the bottom, right? Freedom, freeing yourself. If this is in regards to some sort of opportunity, you may have been passed up on the situation with the Five of Wands in reverse. They may have overlooked you, overpassed you, right? Which could have thrown you into this emotional state of grief, or just feeling disappointed or rejected, or just feeling like, when is it going to happen for me? This isn't fair. Just those kind of energies, right? But it does feel like things will end up balancing out for you, right? Where you were wronged will be made right with this Page of Pentacles, okay? Now, again, if this is in regards to a commitment, there is a need for somebody to let go of this. And I see with that World in reverse, somebody is having a hard time letting go of a situation that nothing will no longer come out of. So what else will our Pisces need to be prepared for? This card just came out all freaking day. Your hard work will see results, but your health needs to be maintained. So check in with your doctor, dentist, and health professional, and try to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Okay, so Pisces, the situation definitely has been causing you some form of grief and turmoil. So just take care of yourself. Be kind to yourself. And if this isn't your energy, this may be the energy of the person that you were dealing with. But I'm just speaking as it's you, since this is what you need to be prepared for. Just take care of yourself. Be kind. Be gentle. Be loving to yourself, okay? What else do our Pisces need to be prepared for in the month of September? In the near future, okay? So this isn't something that you can actually escape. I mean, I'm so sorry. I said that so wrong. Ooh, please forgive me. This is something you are going to have to escape. I'm so sorry. 8 of Swords in reverse. Where's my mind? I'm hungry. In the near future, I do see things ending. Something's not going to continue here. It is going to cause grief. And in the near future, again, we're talking September, so it feels like this is right on the mark here. So make sure you are prepared for whatever this loss is, or whatever commitment or security that was here that's no longer serving you. And others of you, I'm just going to throw this in there for the last small portion of you. With that Page of Pentacles, you've definitely been through your share of shit in relationships, right? And you may still be holding on to some form of grief or issue with a past partner. But this Page of Pentacles, commitment and security, I do see somebody new that's better for you coming in, right? For my singles. So ask a yes or no question, Pisces. It could be anything. Okay. We have the right path. All right. So, Pisces, it's been an absolute pleasure to read for you as always. I thank you so much, and you have a good one. Bye.